Hello everyone, this is Thomas dialing in. I don't usually do videos, but I thought given the unprecedentedness of the plan coming out and trying to get something to market quickly so people can kind of think about the plan and some thoughts about it without having to tweet a bunch and you just watch this video. So some initial thoughts on the plan. Probably what was to be expected. There were some parts that probably will be ironed out over time. Note, this is just a draft plan. It'll probably change a few times around the edges. I think on the whole, not too many surprises. I guess if you want me to do a rundown, basically people with under $50,000 claims are going to get cashed out at 118 cents of their petition date value. That's going to get rid of 96% of the claims pool. Then the remainder, that 4% actually, I guess, is about $8 billion of value. So you see a big distribution shift there of who's left in the pool, but that'll really bring down the admin cost. And those claimants could stand to get 127 to 140, basically 120 to 140 cents on the dollar. That's really being driven by the post-petition interest, or PPI as it's called. They're putting 9% in the plan. Maybe that'll get argued over. And also the government sharing of claims. One of the nice things to note in the plan was the government claims are being subordinated, or kind of like consensually subordinated to customer claims, which I think is the right thing, but it's good to see. There's some issues, I think, for international creditors or just creditors in general. Right now, there's no real first of all, there's no real discussion on withholding taxes. The debtor doesn't seem to be taking a position at all. My experience in the past with some of that stuff is if you have an international claim and there is holdback, then you can get a refund on those withholdings, but you have to go and either file a return or file a refund. I'm not a tax expert, so you're not a tax accountant. So I think it's going to lead to a lot of claims coming to market, just because of the uncertainty around it. And the certainty of, like, now the numbers are out there and probably even more distressed firms will show up and try to buy claims. Thinking through other parts, FTX EU was mentioned in the plan, but not with any, there was really no specifics on what was going on. It kind of walked through the math and then it sort of said, hey, we're going to make everybody whole. So it looks like that's following its own process in Cyprus, and people will get back their money, but it doesn't look like the 118 number for convenience class claimants. One of the, I think, the big discussions people are talking about is, oh, this is unfair. You're going to get, you're missing a lot of the upside of your crypto. Let's walk through some of this. Okay, first of all, there's a little group, Sunil and some other, I think it's Noah Capital, or Noi Capital, Noah, something like that, that is, trying to fight for title of crypto claimants. I mean, a lot of the value that's in the estate is being given to creditors anyway, or getting to customers anyway. So I'm not sure at some point what we're arguing over. I guess we're talking about inter-creditor disagreements, like who should get how much and what, and why USD creditors would get so much when, what's really risen the tide has been the Bitcoin, the Ethereum, and the Solana that the estate owns. I think the issues are, one, those title arguments are that's still outstanding, so that could happen. The other issue you have is the driving force of what the debtor is doing, and additionally the claim composition pool as it changes in real time. As of the petition date, so the date the company filed, about 2/3 of the claims were denominated in stable coins and in USD. And then on the other side, you had a bunch of meme coins. So now you got those people, both the meme coiners and the stable coiners, aren't going to want to see, or all in favor of a plan like this. In addition to that, you have a lot of people being cashed out, and they're not going to be able to really fight too much of what's in the plan. And then what's left, the big distress firms have probably bought, I was doing the math, probably over $4 billion in claims. So when you look at that, that's some portion of that $4 billion has bought out people that could naturally be objectors to the current plan. So just it's a long way of saying I think the plan is pretty much a lock, and I think that there will be some objections to some of the finer points of the plan. And there will be iterations. I mean, when you see this, someone like John Ray or any other estate professional will put these drafts out there, and they don't like people to completely object to their plan, but they're definitely open to like, hey, you haven't really thought about this for this type of creditor. So I think one of the biggest things is they're in the plan, it basically says US dollar distributions only, and I think it might even, I don't know if it says check, I don't think it specifies, but the mechanics of actually distributing it, I think they're going to probably add some multi-currencies. That would be great to see for creditors. They're definitely not doing stablecoin. I just think it's not in the cards, nowhere in the plan, and it's just not something I think John Ray and his approach to this are interested in pursuing or offering to creditors. But there'll be other things. So the biggest things, I guess, are, the numbers are out there. Like I said, under 50,000, you're looking at 118. Cash out probably in November. How do I get to November? Well, in the plan it says September is a confirmation, and then it says payment within 60 days of confirmation. So September, October, November. So let's say everything sticks to plan, you could be getting your check for Christmas or just before the Christmas holidays. Thank you, Alfredo. That's my son. And let's see, what else can I share? All in all, pretty interesting to see. Great update for creditors. I understand some people are unhappy, but I would say the vast majority of the value is going to customers, and it's great to see settlements and the speed of dealing with the government claims and seeing that the negotiations there have gone well. I mean, I've seen other dockets where it's not, Mt. Gox is still going on. Celsius, we just got emails about data breaches, so so they've stopped sending out distributions. So it's good to see, and I think on the whole, good stuff. I can't think of anything I've maybe missed, but I think it's going to be hard to fight the plan. I think guys that have edge case issues, of course, should object and will object. But for the most part, it looks like a good update for creditors. And if you have any questions, I'm going to post this on Twitter and, ask away, and I'll see if I can respond to them. Thanks so much. Have a good day. Bye.